All right, everybody. So right now I'm about to show you how to add 3 to 5 new people into your network every single day. So if you just saw my last video, which was on the 7-day quick start guide, I also explained the 3 vital behaviors of being a good, successful Beachbody coach. And those 3, just to recap, were inviting, it was being proof that the product works, that the products actually work, which they do, being a product of the product. Do your workouts, share with people. And 3, it's really, doing your personal development. But going back to the inviting, I'm going to actually show you how to add those 3 to 5 new people onto your network through Facebook. There's a bunch of other ways you can do it. Some people are really into Instagram, and that's an awesome way. But Facebook is a really great way too. So I'm going to show you how to use that. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to show you my screen. Let's try this again. Okay, you're about to see my Facebook. Okay, so you can see my Facebook right now, which is awesome. So what I want to show you is the first way. Okay, so when you log into your Facebook, this right here, these little people right here, this is a great way for you to look and get some new people in your network, okay? Everybody starts at 0 people. Everybody starts at 0 people, and it's up to you to expand and grow your network. So let's look here first. So sometimes people will request you, and that will be here. But look at all these different things here. So these are all the people that I may know. And how will I know them? I might be friends with these people, and Facebook is being smart and thinking, hey, if she knows this person this way, she probably knows this person. So let's just look through this list so I can show you, okay? And I'm actually going to physically do this right now. So, so let's look. This guy right here, he is a friend with one of my people from BNI. I'm in a BNI group. A business networking group. And I am not friends with this guy, so I'm going to add him right there. Okay, let's see. Patty Hill Perry. Now, let's see how I know her. Okay, so there's all these different people, and I already know who she is, but I'm just showing you. And I have hung out with her before, and so I'm going to add her right here. Now, Facebook is really smart because they're basically trying to say, hey, these are people you might know, so I want you to go through this list all the time, every day, and look for people that you might know that you have not yet connected with, okay? So that's the first thing to do. Now, if you have not met the people in person, I don't want you to add them to your network on Facebook, because Facebook is going to deny you. If you send too many friend requests of people that you don't know, and they don't accept your request, then Facebook will go through and actually deny access to you doing any friend ads for a while. So if you basically, here's the rule of thumb. If you don't know that person well enough to invite them to your barbecue or to your birthday party, or if you've never met them in person, you definitely shouldn't be adding them. But if you've talked to them, if you've formed a relationship with that person, then you can go ahead and add them. If you've met them before in person, you can go ahead and add them. Okay, so that's the first way. Now let's look at some other ways. First off, I can go here and I can, go to the mutual friends that we have here, and I'm like, okay, Andrea Sims, all these different people. These happen to all be Beachbody coaches. But if they weren't Beachbody coaches, I could go through and look through their network as well and see who I might know. Okay, so let's see if I can have one here. All right, okay, well, he's not Beachbody, so let's look through his. All right, so let's look through his friends. We have one mutual friend, this woman right here. She's an Arbonne rep, and we happen to know each other through business networking. There might be some people here that I know, and I don't really see any, so I'm not going to add any. So this is a really good way to go look and see if you know anyone. Okay? And let's talk about some other ways. Going here, back to this, you can go to Find Friends. Okay? So I actually have a few friend requests here, and that's an ex-boyfriend from high school. No, thank you. So there's some people here that I need to confirm that actually haven't showed up in here, which is very interesting. So I'm going to have to go ahead and confirm them. But again, here's people you may know, right? So here's some people that I may know. A lot of the ones that I had before, you know, they might show up again. Okay. And you know, you can go through, like I said, you know, these people. So here, this person, you know, if I go through, I can look at her different friends and see if I know anyone. Okay. So let's talk about the third way that you can add people on Facebook. Okay. And again, we're trying to get 3 to 5 new people on Facebook in our network every day. And once we do that, then that group of people is going to see all the really cool things that you're doing with your challenge groups, your challengers that are going to be posting on your wall. You know, you're going to be sharing new things, and people are going to want to sign up with you and do really cool stuff with you and work with you. But if you're not friends with them, then they won't see any of that stuff. So let's go to the third way. The third way is actually by finding groups of things that you like to do. So when I do my Get Started Right call, I like to ask my coaches, you know, tell me 5 things about you that are not health and fitness related. And that's a really great way to come up with some good ideas. So for me, one of my things is, you know, I guess it's kind of health related, but I like gluten-free cooking. So I went and I said gluten-free, right? And here's all these different gluten-free groups over here that I could join, right? So look, this has 19,479 members. Gluten-Free Lifestyle has 59 people, and Gluten-Free and Me has 10,238 people. So let's look at Gluten-Free and Me, because guess what? I'm a member in this group, okay? And people are posting all the time. So how do you make relationships with people? It is all about, you know, making connections with people, okay? And here's some suggested groups here on the side. I'm going to talk about this in a little bit. But if you go here and you know, here's someone, you know, they're talking about celiac disease, things like that, you know, and all these people are commenting. You know, if there's people on here that you really enjoy what they said and things like that, go ahead and talk to them and tag their name and all that kind of stuff and really connect with them. When you've started to form a relationship with that person and you've sent, you know, maybe a compliment, or you've said that's a really great point and you've added a point, things like that, you can message that person and you can have a conversation offline, or you can add them onto your Facebook and then start to have a conversation, okay? So people that like gluten-free cooking, for me, are really great people that I can connect with because I like to eat gluten-free, and it's a really big thing right now. So I can also go through and check out all the members in this group and see, you know, how I know them. Now, going back to that little rule of thumb we talked about, if I don't know them well enough to invite them to my birthday party or a barbecue that I'm hosting, I'm not going to add them to being a friend. So don't just go through and add all these people in here, okay? I want you to go and foster relationships. If you form good relationships with these people, you know, you say things back and forth and this and that, then you can go ahead and add them, okay? And keep up the conversation. Ask them, you know, questions about them, and, you know, ask them how they ended up being gluten-free and all that kind of stuff, okay? Another thing is I like to run. Okay, again, this is, I guess, kind of health related, but would be another one. I would join maybe some marathon groups. Let's see. I love my dog. You know, I could go to animal lovers groups. There's just a lot of different things. There's biking groups, hiking groups. There's all types of different groups. So we could add ourselves into these different groups and network, and by forming relationships. And I try to set aside, you know, 2 hours every day with networking and adding relationships into my life, okay? And creating those relationships and fostering those relationships. Now here's on the side, you know, of different groups. When you're in a group, it'll come up in here, and I'll come up, you know, sometimes I join these groups. Like I'm also a health coach, right? So these are actually some of my health coaching friends, and I didn't even know about this group, right? So I'm going to join the group. You know, I'm not sure if it's a private group, but it looks like it's for, you know, health coaches, and I'm a health coach, so I'm going to join that group. So anyway, these are all the different things. Let's see, you know, and even if it's not something that you necessarily like know exactly what it is, you know, you can always leave the group. But you never know what types of groups might be really great networking groups. If you're a mom, you can join the mom's group, you know, all different types of stuff. So anyway, alrighty, so I'm going to get this back off of the screen share and come back and look at you guys. Okay. And so that's really how, you know, you really add people into your network. So again, like I said, I want you to add 3 to 5 new people into your network every single day. If you're doing that, hitting Success Club 5, hitting Success Club 10, that stuff is not hard. You know, I consistently hit Success Club 10 or higher because I really, really enjoy the relationship part. You know, so when people ask to be your friend, or when you ask to be their friend, or you're having a conversation about something that's really, really neat, then keep the conversation going and chit chat with that person, and remember to follow back up with them. And then guess what? When you have your next challenge group, invite them. Say, I thought about you, and I'd really like you to join if it sounds like something you're interested in. You don't have to be pushy. You're just inviting them to join. And people that you connect with, they probably want to connect with you too, and they're probably very grateful that you have thought of them and invited them to your group. So, you know, going back to the whole, you know, when people are worried about being salesy, I just think about it as being a really great relationship builder. People are so grateful for me helping them every single day, and that's just what I'm doing. I'm giving them the opportunity to be my friend. I am, in effect, very grateful for theirs, and I can learn a lot from all the people I connect with. I chit-chat with them. I have fun. And then when I host regular challenge groups and regular clean eating groups and regular different free accountability groups, and then I invite those people that I think of, those really cool, neat people that I've learned to grow friends with and that. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, make sure to message me. Again, this is Teeny. My real name's Christine, but Teeny, as everybody calls me. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys soon.